Oh god, did I not have chat on? Alright. I'm about to just give up, y'all. Today has not been my day. Today has not been my day. Um, let's see. Okay, it's working. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go into something really quick here. I'm gonna go find my Opera website and I'm gonna try to go in. As soon as I can get my tablet to load here. Welcome everybody. I'm so sorry, y'all. Very sorry. I'm just gonna stay on YouTube for a moment until I can figure out how to work StreamYards. Um, I have no idea. Um, it's been a mess. I have all these lives, and I'm just like, you know, mad because I do have a UK case, and I'm thinking about. I just want to know what you guys are thinking about. If you guys would like to see me do a UK series, I have a friend who's gonna help me do some of the. She's already sent me a few cases that I'm gonna look into, save, and then put on. Either we can do once I eventually learn how to do StreamYards. I think it'll be okay. And the StreamYard just keeps telling me that's why I kind of really want to get a computer. Um, I do have a case in this area as well, my area. But I do have some stuff about the UK lady, um, the UK case. I was just trying to get to my studio here for a second. It's not letting me in. Oh, and I did get my Cash App fixed as well, you guys. And I did start an Amazon wish list. I really want to get a laptop. I need one um, to be able to do more stuff and to be able to do that share screen thing. I want to be able to do that. And it's going to be too hard to try to share it from my phone. It says you can do it from the phone, but I would rather not do it from the phone. I could probably do it on the tablet. I was looking to see. Okay, so first thing we'll go over is. So let me know, you guys, in the comments. In the. Let me know if there's an unmute button. Unmute. Am I muted? I said unmute. Can we not hear me? But I would rather come back and come back out, Maria, honey. Because I do have I have it on here. So the mute. So come back in, sweetheart. Come out and come back in and see if that works. I was trying to pull up. Okay, my studio is popping up. Maybe not. Doesn't want to, I guess. I was trying to get to those deleted videos. I don't know what the hell I did. I don't know. StreamYard probably still has one video. I need to delete those other ones. We don't need them on there. I just gotta figure out. It's not gonna let me do it right now. So everything's a mess right now. Let me put in here some of the links here, guys. Don't panic, don't stress. Oh my god, Marie, I'm stressing. Because I want to be able to delete those, but it's not letting me in my studio from the Opera, because this tablet has Opera. And when I'm in the studio, I can see like all, like my dashboard comes up like different. It's not letting me in it, and I'm just like, but I did want to put the wrong keyboard. Dang it. Today's not my day. I swear. Maria, if you're in here, will you let me know if that one is the correct one? Because you've been helping me. Good morning, Kathy. Good morning. I'm so sorry, y'all, about all the difficulties. Not my morning. It's June 3rd. My stepmom. It's been 1 year since we lost her. My dad called and interrupted, and he thought I was on Facebook Live because he used to love watching me do makeup videos. Him and my stepmom would watch me all the time, and she would give me encouragement and stuff like that. And he had called, and then the StreamYard on the tablet. You have to go to. So far, I figured out you can have a theme, but you have to make sure when you're adding those layers and stuff, and then you have to go to scenes to make sure that you put the camera box on there. As if you don't have a camera button on there, you're just completely black screen. And that's what kept happening to me from StreamYards. And I'm thinking, like, what the fuck, sickle? Okay? Like, why? All I wanted to do was present my case to the UK Tracy Andrews, 28 years old, I do believe. Maria sent me this case, guys, and so I have a couple lined up. I've kept a couple of them so far. I just haven't been limit to agreement, honey. So yes, I know. And I feel like she's with me sometimes, but she used to encourage me when I did my makeup videos too, because Unique always has these weird eyeshadow names. Why they have the weirdest, hardest eyeshadow names that you could think of. Like obsessed wasn't the bad one, but they had like all kinds of them, and she'd always be like, "Sound it out," and I'm like, "I don't want to sound it out. I just want to pronounce the word and forget about it." And she's like, "Nope." She always made sure that I pronounced it out. So, I posted that in there. Let me post really quick before we go into it. So I'm thinking we could do UK series for a couple weeks maybe. And then we could also do, if I can find some more for my area. We're gonna do that quick one first because this was a couple days ago. I had this one lined up, but then yesterday I got up and I was in excruciating back pain. I don't know what I did, um, but I had just woke up with bad, and I'm wearing white. I normally don't wear white, so I'm very scared to do white. That's why I don't have no makeup on yet because I didn't put none on because I was wearing white so far, and me and white don't get along too well. White always be getting me. Um, I told my mom I was gonna have to wear a bib. I just wanted to put this in here. Why is it not pulling up? Why is this being just today? It's just not my day. There. Give me to the board here. I want the big keyboard, not the little one. Thank you. Jesus, tablet, work with me. Work with me. Okay, so here, Maria, I'm putting this in here. Will you let me know if this works? I went in last night and I tried to fix everything I could with shipping and things like that. So, there's my YouTube. Did anybody get to watch Rebecca's show? I was in so much pain, guys. I came home from running some errands and going from the salon. And when I got home, I had woke up the hubby and I said, "Babe, it's 1:30, 2 o'clock. Do you want to go to the pet store?" Hi, Joe. I was like, "Do you want to go to the pet store and get the worms, and get baby girl's stuff?" Um, and he's like, "Yeah, we'll go." And next thing you know, I sat down and I got my wallet out and I was checking the website to see if my thing had loaded for this healthy food card that I got. And I dozed out. I must have put the card away, but I was on my phone because you have to put your number in every time to access the site, the card number. And so I did that, and I just remember putting the card away, closing my wallet, and putting that in my purse. And then I had my phone, and I was out. I was out like a light, and I don't know. I took my iron pill. I took my other pill. I'm on, like, right now, I'm on this iron pill. I gotta take it morning and night. And you're supposed to take it I'm gonna put that in there too. Can we make sure this is the right one? I'm pretty sure this is the right one now. Hi, everybody. Hi, Joey. Hi, Kathy. Hello. So, yeah, so this whole morning has been difficulties. I don't think I was meant to go live. Not meant to go live. It was just not my time. So mad. And I thank God for Maria. She's like, "You have 3 lives." And I'm like, "What? How do I have 3 of them?" Don't know. But it is what it is. Alright, so back in 2009, this happened. Okay. And okay, so it happened back in 2009, but how did the person end up in the house? There's a lot of questions to it, and the mother is wanting the house to be demolished. So this house, not a house, a warehouse, went up in flames. Um, it was on Elm Street, and so there was a woman who was found dead in the abandoned warehouse. I'm not sure if it was in flames and she was in. Let me go pull up the article. It's a weird story, but it was in my area, and the mom is now begging for, pretty much wanting that warehouse destroyed and demolished. I've been in all other streams. Oh no! I'm glad you're here though. You made it. Tonight I'm thinking about doing good on 2 hours of sleep. YouTubing late night can be an adventure. Oh God, girl, yes it can. I usually try not to. I usually try to take a few hours off. I usually try to take a few hours off. Um, I try. Last night I wasn't able to. I couldn't. I wanted to go to Rebecca's show last night, but unfortunately, my back was hurting so bad. And then the neighbor lady down the road wanted me to come down and sit on her porch for a minute and talk, because we've only seen each other at the gas station, and so I went down, kind of, introduced neighbor, and sat there and had a few talks for a little while, and then I came back home and I put my heating pad on, and I was just out. I was just all she wrote. Um, so here's the article. I would have to close me out for a minute. I'm going to close out on the other one so we can hear this.
The abandoned Toledo warehouse where a murdered woman was found nearly 15 years ago is about to come down. The building is on Elm Street near Utica. Coos County Land Bank says demolition will begin tomorrow morning.
In 2009, 20-year-old Cindy Sumner's body was found in the building, and just this month, a fire broke out at the property. A mix of state and federal money is covering most of the cost of demolition, which is expected to take weeks. We're told Sumner's family will be on hand tomorrow for the start of that work.
Another big story.
Okay, so what that they're going to demolish the building? What happened to the girl? Did they ever solve the murder? Did they ever solve the murder? How are they just gonna? And the mom's just gonna go there and watch this scene unfold? I'm sorry. I don't know if I could. I guess maybe for her it's a sense of closure. Maybe it's a sense of closure for her. But I'm just thinking, like, why don't you say anything about that total of $875,000 it was gonna cost? It doesn't say what happened to the lady, though. It doesn't say anything about. Her name is Cindy Summer. Sounds like it's Sumner. So if she was murdered back in 2009, yay! I'm glad I would tell them I said thank you very much, and I'm glad to welcome all my new friends. Come aboard this crazy train. I am a little, yeah, so come aboard. Yes, I love yes. I Googled everything, I don't get it, LOL. See, my problem is, my brother and I both do it too. My brother does it. He's the biggest problem. But you know how, like, you get, like, something goes wrong and you go to Google, and then you go to the MD guy, the WebMD. Oh my God! Like, my brother's good for that. He likes to, as soon as his he has something wrong. Like if he feels like he'll go right to the that WebMD and looking up all the. I'm like, you can't always. He's funny. And so now I do it. Like the other day, I was looking up something. I think I was looking up. I can't remember what I was looking up, but I went to WebMD and it started giving me all kinds of crazy stuff, and I'm like, no, can't do it. I'd rather go to a doctor and find out what's wrong with me than looking at finding out what's not wrong with me on there and freaking myself out. That WebMD shit. Okay. So we have. So I was thinking if you guys wanted to, I really wanted to maybe do a couple cases from the UK. We have a interesting one. This one is, I do believe, from the UK. The girl's name is Tracy, and she is a former model. I know we talked about this a couple days ago. Maria is the one that brought me this case. So I was like, she's got a couple of them lined up in my messenger. So, I'm going to do each one each day. I'm going to try another go later on, maybe at StreamYards, maybe later on this evening. Because StreamYard, I fixed it on the tablet, then I fixed it on the phone, and then I had too many StreamYards going. I don't want to know more things, like all about that. Yeah, it's gonna cost that much money to demolish the warehouse. It caught on fire, but why? What happened to the murder case? That's what I want to know. Why isn't there nothing? And there's not even a clip. There's not even an article to go and see. I didn't see no other links about this. Now the mother is really wanting. Aww. If this is the little girl, is this the girl? Okay, I guess we're gonna watch this one before we go to look. See, that's why I wanted to be on. Yes, it can. Yep. It shows it can be the other way around in DV. Yes, it does. And that's what we're about. We're all about, DV. We're about SA. I will eventually tell that story. Eventually. I will tell that one. I don't like telling that one because I didn't tell my mom, and I should have. I should have told her sooner than waited. And it was too late for me to do anything because the guy was dead, so let's watch this. I'm gonna get struck so bad. I want to get StreamYard eventually up and running.
The body of Cindy Sumner was discovered in an old abandoned building in Toledo. The 20-year-old was murdered. Her accused killer later died in jail, but the building still stands.
Wow.
13 ABC's Tony Gapton spoke with Cindy's mother. And Tony, what does she want to see happen here?
Lee, after all these years, Mary Sumner says it is time to see this empty building come down.
Aww.
I just want it torn down. If it was torn down long time ago, Cindy would be right here with me.
Mary Sumner is calling for the demolition of this abandoned 6-story building. It's on Elm Street near Bancroft, not far from the Greenbelt Parkway.
Exactly,
12 years
yep.
ago, the body of her daughter Cindy was found inside.
Every time I pass that warehouse, I grab my necklace because I have a
Aww.
thumbprint and I'm just holding it.
Cindy, who was 20 years old at the time, had muscular dystrophy and cerebral palsy. Her mom says she would often ride her bike through the neighborhood. Investigators say Cindy was murdered, and El Hadi Robbins, the man accused in her death, died in jail before the case ever went to trial.
Oh
Mary
my
says a lack of a
god.
conviction leaves a lack of closure in her daughter's death.
Kind of
Aw.
sad, upset, but I know she's up there watching me.
However, this building where the crime took place still stands.
And I'm like, I don't want to look at
Take
it.
it down.
I don't want to look at it.
Mary says she wants it leveled because it's a painful reminder of what happened to Cindy, something she never
Aw.
wants to see happen here to anyone else. And Mary says she has approached the city about tearing down this building in the past, but she was told it is simply not in the budget. Reporting live in Toledo, Tony got this 13
Not in the budget, my ass. I mean, look what they did in Port Clinton in my hometown. They tore down the chimney. Well, that's a big cover-up. Well, I'll have to get into that story, you guys. If you guys want to look it up and get prepared, I do want to do the Harley Dilly case. But it involves my hometown, and they covered some shit up, and the parents are so guilty of doing something to that little boy, and, you know, it's sad. This poor kid, all he wanted to do was be a YouTuber, okay? Harley Dilly, Truth for Reality. I'll have to show that. Because that's my hometown. But he even did, I don't know if you guys know who Truth for Reality is. He's a YouTuber. But he like really gets into the cases, and he goes out and he you know, does his deep dive and investigates. Really good show. But Harley Dilly is a sensitive case, and you know, the police, you know, the chief still is around in Port Clinton. He used to live right next to my dad. Now my stepmom was a true believer. She believed, you know, Harley Dilly was shoved on that chimney. And then the parents said that it was a hard reminder, and it wasn't in the budget to get it torn down, but then eventually, somehow, and this house is like it was an abandoned house. It was a house in the summertime. Everybody goes to Florida in the wintertime in Port Clinton. Nobody stays around in Port Clinton. In the wintertime, it's ghost town. Ain't no soul. Ain't no too many people out. Just, you know, sad. It's like freaking a ghost town at dark time too. It's a ghost town. I don't even know how the bars or businesses make it in the wintertime, but in the summertime, sounds right about no budget. Yeah, Port Clinton, but they have money to half-ass these roads, but you can't demolish something. And you know, guys, at first I said, you know, just leave the building up, but then it does show, you know, the murderer, he died in jail before he even got to go to trial. That's fucked up. Excuse my language. Oops. What the fudge sickle? He died before. Ain't he lucky he got to die before. That girl was only 20 years old. She was beautiful. Back in 2009, that's what? 15 years ago? What was I doing back in 2009? Well, I know 2004 I had just graduated. Oh yeah, 2009 was a bad year for me. Whew. Because 2010, I moved back. So, man, that StreamYard's got me mad, y'all. Like, what the hell? Okay, so, ooh. This thing is too heavy, y'all. Way too heavy. Too heavy. I want like a little laptop, maybe a microphone to be able to. I really like the rose gold one. Um, that's sad about that girl, you guys. It doesn't show the guy, did it? Okay. So, what is this? What? What is this? Oh my god. This was published May 23rd, 2023, 3:44 a.m. Oh, this is This isn't in my area, but this is in
Service
Maryland.
members and first responders
Before we go to the UK case, I just had found this.
who were disabled and killed. Folds of honor.
Oh, we got a stupid ad.
Provides their family life-changing scholarships. Those who protect and serve our families deserve
Come on.
our unwavering support. Join us. Give through Folds of Honor.
A Maryland father was beaten to death.
I'll never forget the sounds. I'll never forget the noises my nephews made. When we had to tell him, he was gone.
43-year-old Christopher Wright was killed protecting his kids from a fight that started at Brooklyn Park Middle School Friday and was brought to his doorstep in Anne Arundel County.
So then Chris came out and told them, like, he's not coming out here to fight. And they had threatened at one point to come in and get him. And then they said that if he's not gonna fight, then you're gonna fight.
Tracy Karamchinsky, Wright's fiance, says 3 teens and 2 adults showed up at her house looking to fight her 14-year-old son. But what happens next was criminal.
Just looking at the damage that was done to him, that wasn't just punching that did that. Like, there's no way that was just punching that did that.
This is sad.
The damage was done before the ambulance ever took him away. He had a seizure. It was done. There was nothing that the hospital could do.
Wright was taken to shock trauma Friday and pronounced dead Saturday from a traumatic brain injury. The incident was caught on the victim and a neighbor's security camera.
I was at shock trauma initially.
Oh my God.
And I tried to go on to the camera to look. And the first video that comes up is my 12-year-old son screaming, "Daddy, Daddy, Daddy," and running out of the house to go into the street and help his dad.
Aww.
And I couldn't watch any more after that. I just couldn't.
School officials confirmed the fight between the teens and say they worked to address the issue.
Yeah, right.
Police on the investigation.
Anybody who assisted or abetted or was an accomplice of the main suspect or the primary suspect in this incident would be culpable.
Karamchinsky says Chris was a devoted father who loved the stars and gardening. Her best friend taken over senseless violence.
What the
They
fuck?
didn't just ruin our lives. Their lives are going to be changed forever. Their parents' lives are going to be changed forever. And nobody thinks about that just from a fight. It's everywhere. It is everywhere. And somewhere we as parents are failing these children. Like, as parents, we're failing. It's not the school's responsibility. It's our responsibility.
Aw. You guys, she spoke it though. I mean, it's true. Aw. That's sad. Over a fight that that poor woman has to raise her boys now without a father because over a census. Oh, those kids that did that. Oh, every single one of them should be held accountable. Every single one of them. And does anybody know if Maryland has the death penalty? She said into a fight with another teenager at school Friday afternoon. Later that day, she says 3 teenagers and 2 adults showed up at her house looking to fight her son. So, the 2 adults should be held automatically. Then the 3 teenagers, they should be probably tried as an adult. What do you guys think? I think they should try them as the kids as adult. Can they do that in Maryland? I wonder what the Maryland law is. Because they probably can't try him as I don't know, 14? And this is in Maryland. I thought this was in Toledo. That's why I clicked on it. Because I was like, what? I was like, let me go and take a look at that. Okay. That is really sad. I hope we'll have to find out what happened. Okay, so now we're going to go over the UK case. The girl's name is Tracy. She's a former model. And this is what she looks like. Let that settle in there, guys. I'm trying to... Alright. So. It's so fucking heavy. Freaking heavy. Alrighty. So this is a glamorous model. It says blonde in the dock. Is a former model, no less, was always going to excite the media's juices. So she liked being in the media spotlight. But it says here, if you can look beyond the accumulated makeup and coffee featured hair into Tracy Andrews into Tracy Andrews' soul, you were in altogether a darker place. So this lady decided, oh, this is a long one. Let me go check and make sure I don't have, because I think I did. We say do the crime, you do the time here in the UK, as we don't have the death sentencing. Oh, that's right, the UK don't have the death sentencing. Well, this girl definitely needs to be. She's a little creepy too. Did I do anything on? Just checking my notes to make sure. Nope, that is the Toledo case. What is this? Toledo case, not it. Wrong button. Alright, so I don't have any notes on it. I just have not in there, at least. Okay. That's what I wanted to make sure. Alright, so we'll go back to the website. However, okay, so I don't have much time, but we got a little bit of time to go through this. Okay, so this lady, I call her this lady. She is her name is Tracy Andrews. She is a model. And this happened January 30th. And it looks like it was back in 2019. Okay, so the boyfriend is Lee Harvey, and the previous boyfriend that she had also decided to pull a poker on a previous boyfriend before she poked her fiance Lee Harvey to death in a fraternized attack after a night out in a Broomis Grove pub. Okay, so before she even got with Lee Harvey, basically, she was abusive, and was just, maybe she's got some mental problems. But it says here, a jury at the Birmingham Crown Court was shown the gruesome pictures of his injuries. More than 30 knife poke wounds to his neck, head, back, and chest, which has severed both main arteries. So I wonder if she came out from behind, because if she stabbed him in his neck, his head, and she was able to do it 30 times, this guy doesn't look to be Could you imagine the jury seeing that? If it'll load. These are some pictures that it shows. Looks like that's a boot, guys. I guess this is the guy. Don't you go away. Skip to the next photo. So, gosh, I think that might have been the guy, guys. Okay, so then, but that's the main arteries in your neck and your back, and that's crazy that she was able to sever both main arteries. Andrew's trial made headlines. News over 4 weeks in July 1997. So this is pretty old, but it's okay. And was a story of a bloody murder, obsessive jealousy, violent roles, and final fatal confrontation between two lovers down a lonely country road. Okay. it was a despicable death and blaming it on road rage. I know. Yeah, I know. Let me get to it, girl. Um, let's see here. So that's crazy for her to try to cover that up. Like, she must have thought she was going to get away with that. I mean, how do you get away with that is beyond me. But she sure did try, didn't she? Um, so Andrew's trial. Okay, so uh, the couple explosives relationship was laid bare, with Andrews portrayed as the devious, wicked women who coincided an elaborated fiction of road rage to cover her terrible assault on her 25-year-old partner. He was only 25. She was how old? 28. That's crazy. How did she do that? Like, to cover it up with road rage. That is ridiculous. So let's see here. The pair first met in 1993 in a nightclub. A year later, Mr. Harvey moved into a flat Andrew shared with her young daughter in, oh my god, she had a daughter, Alva Church. This was the scene of a various rows during which furniture was smashed and police were called. However, the couple did not keep their heated arguments within their home. Witnesses told of seeing Miss Andrews sink her teeth into Mr. Harvey's neck in a nightclub, as if biting into an apple, and then punch him twice in the face. He did not retaliate, and he just seemed suddenly changed his character, calmly asking him to buy her a drink on the fatal night, December 1st. So he was pretty much just like, he just had to take the abuse. Like, it's sad that he probably recognized him getting abused and attacked, but that's a big sign of domestic violence right there. And it, like I said, it does show that men can get attacked and men need help just as well, as women do, because you see it. I mean, the statistics even, we just talked about the statistics of it and how it can, do that to one another. Men get a lot of bullshit and they don't come forward, and it's sad because they deserve to be able to live a free life as well, And I think that's just sad that this poor guy, in front of people, she would do this though, like, and he just, like, what, laid down and took it, pretty much. So it happened. So, witness told seeing Andrew sink. Okay, so we've seen that one. Okay. So on the fatal night of December 1st, 1996, they argued again before going for a drink at the Marlborough pub in Bruins Grove, leaving to return home about 10:30 p.m. Andrews claimed that they were followed along the rural route back to Alva Church by a blue Ford Sierra. During the 3 days in her witness box, she reported said Mr. Harvey was the victim of road rage attack by a fatal male passenger in the Sierra, who had starry eyes. Andrew maintained the car, overtook Mr. Harvey's distinctive Ford Escort RS Turbo less than a mile from their home, pulled in the front of the passenger, then got out and attacked her fiancé and also knocked her to the ground. Before returning to the Sierra, which he drove off, she said when she got her feet again, she saw Mr. Harvey laying in the lying in the road, making gurgling noises through the deep stab wounds of his throat. But detectives found it hard to believe why Andrews had not tried to summon for help. Fatally wounded Mr. Harvey after about 17 minutes after the attack, was found still leaning against the driver's side of the Escort, covered in blood from head to toe, by a visitor nearby house. I think I might have butchered that. Okay, so let me I don't have my glasses on, that's why. It's so hard to read it. I'm blind. Okay. What do we think, guys? Okay. So, let's redo that. Hold on. Okay, so the detectives found it hard to believe why Andrews had not tried to summon for help for the fatally wounded Mr. Harvey after the attack. She could have sounded the car horn or alarm, but instead, about 17 minutes after the attack, was found still leaning against the driver's side of the Escort, covered in blood from head to toe, by a visitor to a nearby house, telling that the witnesses told the court Andrews made no mention of any other car when he first saw her. The murder weapon was never recovered, but fragments of a knife were found at the scene, and a knife blade shaped bloodstain was discovered on the inside of one of Andrews' high heel boots. Police believe she hid the remains of the knife in her boot and disposed of it the night in the waste bin after being taken Princess Alexandria Hospital in Redditch. However, her family remained convinced of her innocence. According to the neighbors, anticipating not guilty verdict, held a premature celebration party the night before the jury's decision was announced. They were wrong. Tracy Andrews was anonymously convicted of murder of Lee Harvey and sentenced to life imprisonment by Mr. Justice Buckley, who told the court it was tragedy for all concerned, and I feel deeply for the families on both sides. Later it transpired Andrews' defense team suffered in its own problems. First, a person who provided a sworn statement claiming to have witnessed the road rage attack turned out to be a serial liar and fanatized and admitted perjury. And then when the murder conviction, which caused Andrews' name to become synonymous with meditated wickedness, cunning, and despicability. It was pointed out in what was in fact the defense, which had asked the publicity in the effort to trace witnesses. Quartering the media can be a double-edged sword. So her defense team tried to get a story out there. That's funny. Oh, thank you, my love. God, that is pretty gnarly. Like, and then to cover up the road rage, and then her defense team took a statement that was perjury. Like, what the fuck? This girl, she really tried to get out of that and tried to use that as road rage. That is beyond bizarre. I mean, she must have been. I wonder what co-inspired the whole thing. It seemed like she might have been very abusive in the relationship. That's what I'm getting out of it. That she was known to do this before. She sounded like she was the abusive one. And I do believe she probably had some mental issues, maybe. Maybe she needed some help. And just... I wish I would have said more about, she got sentenced to life in prison. And I'm sure in the UK and, like, different countries of prisons, they're not the greatest, and they're not supposed to be great. You're supposed to suffer and do your time. Now, I think she should have got the death penalty, but like Maria G said, the UK doesn't have a death penalty, okay? So they're there just to suffer. They gotta suffer through it, and there's no ifs, buts about it. I do have, oh wait. $33 minutes ago. This is breaking news, guys. Breaking news.
There are many sides to you.
Breaking news.
And all of them deserve the best. Introducing Max, the one to
Nobody
watch.
cares about Max.
Well, just into our newsroom this morning, one of the captured inmates in Wood County was found dead. Dakota Embry was pronounced dead last night by EMS. We have a breakdown of the events leading up to that. We've been covering this story since Thursday. So here is the breakdown of the events. The two inmates escaped in Wood County, are back in jail. Justin Furman and Dakota Embry escaped from the Northwest Ohio Correction Center on Gypsy Lane Road.
How?
The two were found around 12:30 yesterday afternoon in Fostoria off Turley Road.
Fostoria is not too far away. I have an aunt who lives there. How in the fuck are these prisoners escaping? Absolutely right, Maria. It just shows it's been going on for years. It does. That case showed it that she was abusive from the get-go, and the girl needs to be suffering. But I want to know, how in the hell does this keep happening? How are these prisoners getting out of jail? I have to pause because I don't want to get struck, because I am on YouTube. I don't know how it works from StreamYard. We'll eventually get into StreamYard. I am going to practice, I promise. I'm going to try. I do have to go in and fill in a gas station for a couple hours for a girl. Gets me out of the house. I've been cooped up in the house for 3 days. I've been out a couple times, but I need to go get around and do stuff. And I get paid underneath the table, so I do believe so. But this is ridiculous. that they keep escaping. Like, how? Okay, let's go back to the article. This is in Toledo. This is where I'm from. Where I'm at, not where I'm from.
So what led up to these two arrests? Our Trent Croce was in Bowling Green following this story. Here he is.
I don't know if you guys can hear.
And Dakota Embry were captured after escaping from the Northwest Community Correction Center a little more than 12 hours after their escape. The Bowling Green Police Department reports the two men were found by the help of the surrounding area's law enforcement agencies after questioning those who were potentially involved in what led up to their escape. Lieutenant Tackett with BGBD says they were found in a camper in Fostoria off of Turley Road, about 20 miles from where they escaped. In addition to the two men, BGBD reports 30-year-old Emma Bolser of Deschler, Ohio, has been charged with felony obstructing justice. Furman had been serving time at the correction center in Wood County since January after pleading guilty to attempted abduction and domestic violence charges. Embry was completing a program at the correction center related to a felony drug charge.
See, how do I keep finding these domestic violence ones?
The executive director of the correction center, Carrie Williams, released a statement which says NWCCC will conduct an overall assessment of policy and procedure to identify any areas of improvements as a result of the incident. Furthermore, the center goes on to say it is not a jail or prison and instead operates as a community-based, treatment-focused diversion program.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more, just from
Shut up. So you're telling me that
And I don't know if you can see this, but it's called.
he was at a facility? Wait, back that hold up. Wait a minute. Back that up! Hold on. Hold on, guys. I gotta hear that again. What did she say? He say?
Areas of improvements as a result of the incident. Furthermore, the center goes on to say it is not a jail or prison and instead operates as a community-based, treatment-focused diversion program.
They should be chipped. I think when they go to prison now.
The executive director of the correction center, Carrie Williams, released a statement which says NWCCC will conduct an overall assessment of policy and procedure to identify any areas of improvements as a result of the incident. Furthermore, the center goes on to say it is not a jail or prison and instead operates as a community-based, treatment-focused diversion program.
But he could escape from there. No, that's not. No, he was fighting in a domestic violence case.
Pleading guilty to attempted abduction and domestic violence charges. Embry was completing a program at the correction center related to a felony drug charge. Shortly after the escape Thursday night, the executive director of the correction center, Carrie Williams, released a statement which says NWCCC will conduct an overall assessment of policy and procedure to identify any areas of improvements as a result of the incident. Furthermore, the center goes on to say it is not a jail or prison and instead operates as a
you need to have better
diversion program.
Security, or because if they're supposed to, I know they don't want them. The center is totally different from like a prison and a jail. But they got to have some kind of security. I mean, you should expect that they're going to escape. Like, he was facing some serious shit, 34 minutes ago, that was posted. Thank you, Maria, for posting my links, babe. Appreciate you. What do you guys think about that? I think that's pretty fucked up. I mean, he escaped. He got to get away. Some moisture on my face. I've been trying to keep up with my good skincare and stuff. Just because I have that stuff in the summertime, and I do believe this stuff has like SPF in it and stuff. And this is from Australia. I don't know if Maria, if you can get it, because it's about, but this is from Australia, and it's the moisturizing complete set. So that stuff that I just sprayed on my face was my friend from Australia sent me this. Her name is Jocelyn, but it has the complete set. And I actually still have the cardboard because I've always wanted to check it out and order it. But it's the 3 steps. You get a foaming cleanse wash. I keep that in the shower now because I've been using it. I have Monka honey for face. Okay, I'll have to look that one up. And this is like all Australian made, natural, all that good stuff. But I just figured I would, do my spray it while I'm just sitting here, chit-chatting. I know you did send me a few extra cases. I will look, I'm pretty sure you sent me a couple more, didn't you? I think you sent me a couple more cases, because I definitely want to do, so this one will be the UK case 2, that we do. I'm pretty sure you sent me a couple other ones. Let me just go check. Let me go look real quick. Let me pull up Messenger. I had to wipe my hands off. I'm gonna have to figure out how to delete those. I gotta figure out to get my dashboard to come back up. I am going to, let's see, Maria, I'm pretty sure you sent me I like that. Okay. I forgot the G in my last name. I've ordered stuff from Amazon for my bearded dragon. I was just seeing those. I was looking for those other cases that you sent me, babes, from the UK. But we've been chatting so much, they're way at the top. And our Cash App, the Cash App link is working, right? A woman admits to murdering 3 men found stabbed to death in a ditch, 18th November of 2013. Johanna Let me get a pen. Just because I'm gonna look for that. It's in my. I know you put. I think you sent it to me in Messenger, didn't you? You just sent it to me again? Okay, cool beans. Because there's a couple other ones that you sent me. We also had this one. Was a male, I think. Man, that one's huge. That's on the that one, man, the Steven guy. I'd probably have to break that one up into like part series of it. The Steven Gerald one. That one's a long one. What's this female one? I see a bunch of names. Okay, so we're gonna look up that girl. I don't see. This guy was a serial killer. Damn. He's got some long. Those are the women, these victims. So these two things actually show like the victims' names. What he was charged with. That's pretty nuts. Let me go see if I can pull up. But everything is working now, right, Maria, honey? Like the Cash App, the Amazon now. Have you tried it on Amazon? Because I went through it last night and went through, like, I made a whole new different list. And I've been sharing that. I do think it's underneath Jacqueline's channel list. And I put the shipping stuff was just hard to do. I was so confused. This is the case for that. I'm gonna save it if I can. Oh my god. Oh shit. So we can remove that one. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. But okay. We can remove that one. Okay, so let me go back. I'm gonna try to get that link again so I can save it. This should let me open it up in Opera. I'm gonna open up an Opera so that way I know it saves. Thank you, babe. So it is working. Yay! I hope so. So, the Cash App, I did fix that, and I saved it to my phone, and I saved it to my clipboard, and both of my phones, phone and tablet. Yay! This is saved in Opera. I don't know if I can show. This is the lady, guys. I don't want to show that the knife one. Can I show up a little bit? No. So that's kind of her, guys. I don't want to show what she's holding just because I don't want to get struck or it taken off, because that she's holding a knife, and I know YouTube's been, unless this video doesn't show for kids, but then again, this is also educational. We're going over, what the news is saying about all this, so hopefully it doesn't. But tomorrow we are going to go over, and this will be UK case 2, and then I'm going to try to find something in my area like I normally always do. I normally try to do 2. Tomorrow I really want to come on through StreamYards because I paid for it. So I really, really, really want to try StreamYards. I don't know why in the scene area, when I applied that theme, it took out, I don't know, it's just weird. So I need to figure out how to do StreamYard. I need to work on getting StreamYard presentable and figure out how to work it. And then maybe later on, I can delete those other videos. Why it wasn't coming up, they should have already processed. I might have to delete them from my phone because this is what my YouTube studio is pulling up. There's nothing. And I know this freaking fracking thing has data because my data reset on the 1st or the 3rd. So I don't understand, and then I don't understand why So I gotta figure out what's going on. Because it's not working. It's not letting me pull it up. I can pull it up through here. I don't know. Yes, please like, share, subscribe, y'all. Please. Hi, I'm so sorry about earlier. We'll get better at it. We'll figure it out. I'm still new and learning. But yes, please like and subscribe. You'll become all of our new friends, our new homies. You guys are my homies. You're not gonna be my subs. You're gonna be my homies. When you hit that button and when you hit that bell, you are joining the homie group of truth seekers. We find out what's going on in the world of craziness, and we just look for crime. And so tomorrow we will do sometime in the morning, maybe around 9:45, 10. I'm going to try to do a test run tomorrow on StreamYard through my phone. I'm going to put the scene correctly. Yay! It finally loaded. Yes, my dashboard loaded. Woohoo! This is what I needed my dashboard for on the tablet, so that way I can go in here and delete those silly little videos that didn't work very well. I'm going to delete those other lives. Technical difficulties we had earlier. I know. I'm so sorry. It was embarrassing, okay? It was not fun. So let's delete so it was the first live here, that one, and I do believe that one. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I deleted those 3 that we had problems with, and I do believe this one is up, and we are at an hour and 20 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that button. And I do believe, y'all, we did hit the watch hours. Yay! We did hit the watch hours, so all my replayers out there, thank you very much for coming in and watching the replay and sticking through it. I know my videos are long. Sometimes I fly off topic. We go random here. 1 minute we're here. I know discombobulated, but that's just who I am. My brain is discombobulated, and it's just how I roll. So if you like that, and if you can't always, last through the whole show, that's perfectly okay. As long as you watched a little bit of it, if that helps my watch hours, I do believe. It just helps me become better. I'm trying not to curse as much because of the guidelines, but if I just keep my videos at, underage, I don't know if I'll be able to get monetized by doing it that way and still have a show, or if I have to let YouTube be the discretion of if it's educational. But we're doing a lot of true crime, we're doing a lot of recaps, a lot of stuff like that. So I don't understand how that would be, not educational for kids, or people learning about what is going on. I mean, it's on the news. It's so it's like everything we go by has an article and has a source. So I know you probably have to add all that in. Hopefully I can if any other YouTubers or creators out here know, when you're doing an article, like I think Rebecca has to cite all of her, where she gets it at. Yay, hit that button. I think you have to tag, so later on tonight when I go into editing this, I have to go, I'm gonna go fill in over here. I get done at 6, and then I gotta take the hubby, and it's, the 3rd, so we have to go pay rent, we gotta go pay some bills. I paid a couple bills already. I gotta add some more money to one of my bills, because with the C happening, and me wasn't working, and me just getting, my income that I get every month, I started to struggle, especially when I hit COVID. And then when I did have a job, I left Tim Hortons because I was getting abused, and my doctor told me to quit because it wasn't good for my mental health to be abused and to be tortured. And this 60-year-old lady had no business saying that she loves to come to work to torture me because she gets a thrill out of it. What 60 old ass woman would say something to me like that, to her daughter? It was a mom and daughter. So I was supposed to be a supervisor, and the GM was the daughter, and then the other lady was the supervisor, and I think she wanted to be the assistant, but unfortunately, since it was mom and daughter, they thought that'd be favoritism, so they had somebody else come in and do that. Well, the mom, not the GM, but the other just regular supervisor, just really gave me shit, and her daughter, which was the GM, I would, try to say that, and her daughter's the one that came to me and said, oh yeah, my mama loves to come in and torture you and know that she gets a thrill out of it. And I'm just like, all I do is try to be a chipper, spunky person, give the customers a happy face. I hope that place has went to hell. I really do. That place fell down because how they treated me, and other employees seen it. Other employees was seeing it, and they would step in to a certain extent, but then they didn't want to, stick up for just little old me, So, oh, thank you. I used to cry when I told people that because it hurt me so bad. I'm like, I don't know what I ever did to this lady to get that, but I just keep thinking in my head, she's gotta be a miserable old lady. Like when she would answer the headset, she'd be like, sometimes she would do the special that we had to do, and then sometimes she didn't, and she'd just be like, what can I get you? Never spunky, never chipper, never happy, never showing your personality out there. Just one fucking bitch, you know? But I'm out, y'all. I love you guys. Thank you for being here for me and supporting me. It means a lot to me. I just told my mom about my YouTube channel. She's very excited. I'm not sure if the hubby thinks I can do it or make it, but I'm going to prove him wrong. And then this is going to be my main job. This is going to be, I'm not going to go down and fill in for them anymore. As long as I can start, if I can get monetized and start making something, then I'm going to have to, I'm going to quit. I'm not going to go down there and help them out. I'm just going to work on my YouTube, and that's what I want to do. And then, of course, do my housework as normal, cook dinner like a normal wife does. But, like, that time away gives us from that, it's always good to have a little bit of time away when you're in a relationship. When can you say it without crying? You've dealt with it in your own way. Yeah, that girl just tortured me, and I would tell my doctors, and I would cry every time I tell them. I'd be like, look, this lady said this to me, and I'm like, and I'm bawling as it, but now as I tell it, I just know that she has something wrong with herself. It wasn't me being happy and chipper. She's just a soul that doesn't know how to have fun, and I don't know what her beef was with me or what it was, but the thing is that Tim Hortons was privately owned, so I couldn't do anything because it was a mom and daughter duo. If I went to the big ass owner and said, hey, look, Jen is over here telling me that her mom loves to torture me. When I come to this job, I'm in recovery. 2, I have, low self-esteem, anxiety, PTSD, like that. The one job, I used to get along with this manager. Her name was Siv. She always used her Christianness, but she was a lesbian. But always would throw this Christian card in my face and stuff like that. And she said the one time to me, nobody can. She's like, I can't work with you anymore because you're too. You're emotionally unstable, and I can't handle all your emotions. And I was like, no, you was rude to me the one day and disrespectful, and I forgot what she had did, but she did, I forgot what the incident was about. She did something, I can't remember, what was it about? It was the juicy one too, because I remember not wanting to work with her anymore, and I stuck up for her once when this one girl was bullying her because she didn't see the movie Lucifer, and I was like, why? And she's like, I'm a Christian and we're not allowed to, that's something I wouldn't watch. And I'm like, I didn't know the whole story about it, but I had just heard this girl bullying this manager, and then I stuck up for this lady, and then something had happened, and then she just started being mean to me, and I'm like, I don't deserve this, for one. And so I asked to have my hours cut and to just not work her shift. They refused to work with me, so that's when I went to Tim Hortons. Then I started getting abuse there, and I was like, you know what? This ain't worth it. Wasn't worth it. Not whatsoever. But okay, y'all, I gotta go. I will see you all later. Love, peace, and happiness. Be kind to one another. Show some love somewhere out there to somebody. Love ya. Bye.